Well, the Mortal Kombat 2 movie trailer has released today. I watched it, and instead of doing like a normal, I'm gonna sit here and react to the video and all that stuff, like everyone's doing that, no hate on the people that are doing it, of course, and I just figured in this one, I've watched the trailer, I have some ideas about it, or the way I feel about it. I thought I'd play Mortal Kombat 2, the arcade game, on a big 25-inch CRT inside of a Midway cabinet. No, it's not a genuine MK2 cabinet, it's an MK1 cabinet. I did put a PC in this one, so I can't tell you this is the original arcade, but it's pretty close. We got the CRT, we have the cabinet, just have a PC running the software, but that's fine. Anyway, I thought I would do that, so let's get right into it. I'm going to try not to cheat my way through this like everyone likes to do with Mortal Kombat, but as I can see the layout, there may be some cheating required to get through, but we'll see how it goes. So, the movie trailer. I made sure to watch the Red Band trailer, which is, you know, the one that's completely uncensored, has blood, has, I guess, cussing. I didn't even notice if it had cussing. But yeah, it's uncensored, and overall, I think it looks pretty good. Now, I've heard people say I guess I've heard both sides of it. Some people thought it was dumb, some people thought it was great. Overall, I think most people like it, I guess. I don't know. That said, I have not watched, and purposely have not watched anybody else's reaction yet. That way I don't, get my opinion thrown off, I try not to do that so we can get my opinion out there at least. I don't like to, once you start hearing other people's points and stuff, like, oh, I could see that, or oh, this might be the case, and really most of us are speculating about a lot of this right now anyway. So, overall, I thought it looked pretty good. I'm excited for it. I liked the first movie reboot. I don't want to say the first movie, because the first movie I actually enjoyed that one too. Am I going to die on the second person here? No. Carl Urban, I always pictured him playing Kano. In fact, once I started to realize who Carl Urban was, I had to go back and look to make sure he wasn't the guy who played Kano in the very first Mortal Kombat movie. And he wasn't. For all I know, he was probably too young. I haven't looked into that either. But I think he's a decent fit for Johnny Cage. Now, some people may disagree, and I welcome anybody to leave a comment and let me know why you're not a fan. I was a little worried he might sound weird without his accent, but I think he sounds fine. I think he makes a decent Johnny Cage, so not upset about that. I think it'll be fun. And overall, all the characters I thought looked pretty good. Now, Jax, for some reason, his mustache threw me off. I don't know why, but that's a weirdly minor gripe. I think he's going to be fine, obviously. But Kitana, I thought her fan looked pretty awesome. This dude is destroying me right there. Flawless victory for Kung Lao. Yeah, I thought she looked pretty good, but the fan looked really good in my opinion. It doesn't really look like the arcade fan, but it makes sense to me, like the way it looks and all that. And I should probably make another note here, something I should have said earlier. I don't know much about the newer Mortal Kombat games. I played very, very little of them beyond the arcades. I've always been an arcade fan, an arcade nut. I like Mortal Kombat 1 through 4, and beyond that, I played a little bit of the PlayStation 2 MK games, and I enjoyed a little bit of them. But overall, I am an arcade guy, and that's all that I've ever really cared about. So, that's how I feel about that. So if there's anything that I'm missing that's a reference to the newer games, I'm just not going to pick up on it, just so you know ahead of time. But yeah, I guess we saw Scorpion in the last movie, of course. I did like the last movie. And who else was in this one? Now I'm like blanking because I'm playing the game. Let's see. I saw Jade. I hate Jade with such a passion because of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 that I rarely have anything positive to say about Jade. I think she's the most obnoxious character to fight against in the entire franchise, but that's just me. But I thought the character was represented pretty well. I think the green looked a little dark for what I expected, but they didn't want to have a bright green character. Everything's got to have a certain look nowadays, and that's just not going to fit that style. Speaking of Liu Kang, or seeing Liu Kang makes me think, I don't remember seeing much of him in the trailer. I mean, he was there, but he didn't really have much of a part. Like, it's not like he was a big part of the trailer, so that was interesting. I thought Raiden looked good, but he looked a little small. I expected him to be bigger. I kind of had that feeling about all the characters, really. I don't know why, I just expected them to pick giant actors for all this stuff. But that's hard to find, too, at the same time, Even Shao Kahn didn't look as big as I would have thought. I would have expected like a John Cena-sized guy. You know, big arms, big old head. Sorry, John Cena. Big arms, big head. That's what I pictured. Maybe they couldn't afford John Cena, of course, to be Shao Kahn, especially since he's going to wear a mask pretty much the whole movie, probably. I'm sure John Cena's agent would not allow him to be masked the entire time. But yeah, the guy looks... I don't know who he is, actually. I need to look it up. But the guy looks pretty good, but I just thought... I expected a mountain of a person, and maybe they just didn't show him well enough in the trailer. One person or a character I do not remember seeing is Kentaro, and I'm anxious to see if he's in the movie and what he's going to look like. Boom! Whatever. I assume he would be all CG, which is fine. Nowadays, I'm sure, you know, that's going to look normal. I don't know about normal, but it's going to fit in, let's say that. I was going to say, am I going to get a flawless? No flawless for you. So one of the things that I can't stand about modern movies, I'd say just about any movie made beyond 2013 maybe 14, especially when it's any kind of remake or reboot of some franchise, they do this too much and it drives me insane. They make fun of the original movie, and this is like something that happens in general, in my opinion, with movies, is movies have wild premises and plots sometimes. And instead of just going all in like we used to do in the 90s and the 80s and all that, they have to do this thing where they almost like, yeah, we know this is ridiculous. We're going to take you out of the movie experience by essentially making fun of ourselves. And we're going to almost wink at the camera, break the fourth wall kind of deal. And I've never liked that. And it took me a long time to figure out what it was about new movies that bothered me. And I think that's it. I really believe that is it. That's why there's no good comedies anymore. Everything, I mean, of course a comedy should be funny about itself, but you're supposed to believe that these people are real and they're doing whatever you're watching, and you have to be invested in it. And you can't be invested in something if it's making fun of itself, in my opinion. So, like, take a movie like Independence Day. Great, dumb movie. It's not going to win any awards, but it had you believing that these aliens showed up. They were taking it deadly serious because they had to, or they were all going to die. And there's no like, oh, this is so silly, but we're going to make it a movie. I can't really give you a specific... It's so hard to give like a specific example of what I'm talking about in like a modern movie. But I just know that that's what it is. I can feel it in every movie. They have to make fun of themselves, and I can't figure out why that is. I don't know who started that stupid trend, but it's not good. It's not good for the movie. Independence Day was all in. They made you believe they were being attacked by aliens, and somehow some dude with a really old MacBook, well, by today's standards, just a simple MacBook and a little bit of a cell phone connection was going to take down a ship by a race of aliens that managed to get here from another side of the universe. That is not realistic, but they never once let us believe it is not realistic. We were supposed to look at them like, this is genius. I want to be a computer smart guy. So anyway, that's my little rant about that. And I hope the new Mortal Kombat does not feel the need to make fun of itself. Reptile's always a pain in the butt, by the way, especially against Katana. I'm going to stick with Katana. I don't want to cheat my way through this game. I know everyone does the jump back cheat. You don't have to tell me in the comments. I appreciate you guys trying to help me, but every time I play Mortal Kombat, somebody's like, you should have just done the jump back cheat. It's like, yes, I know I could have done the jump back cheat. The jump back cheat is not fun. It's not a fun way to play this game. I mean, this isn't particularly fun at the moment either, being countered at every single move I make. But yeah, I know it exists. I'm going to try to get through it without cheating. Occasionally I can put together a good 1-credit playthrough without cheating it. And occasionally it's just going to be a pain in the butt like right now. Reptile is always a pain. But yeah, anyway, back to my complaint. So I hope Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, does not make fun of itself. I don't want to see any point where Carl Urban looks at his cell phone and be like, who'd have thought we'd be doing this again, or something stupid like that. It's like, just go all in. We know there's not a dude who shoots lightning from his fingers. Just, yeah, we get it. We don't need to make fun of the past. Drives me nuts. Uh-oh. Cheating piece of crap. Alright, speaking of cheating, I'm going to break out some cheats now after I just spent 5 minutes telling you how much I hate it. another quick example of the movie taking it serious thing, Armageddon. I loved that movie as a kid. I thought it was dumb. I knew it was dumb, but it took itself so seriously that there was no way I was gonna think like, you know, it's hard to explain. We know that, I mean, even as a kid, I don't think they could fly a guy or a bunch of oil dudes to a asteroid and have them land on it safely, for one. I don't think they're gonna drill into it and blow the thing up either. So, anyway, look at this. That's the best thing about cheating right there, that combo. That makes you feel like a pro. That's quite a combo for MK2. But, as you can see, this gets boring quickly. And it doesn't feel fun to play, in my opinion. Toasty. Okay, I'll allow one toasty, by the way. If somebody wants to say toasty somewhere, if there's any kind of fatality, I'll allow it. That's as far out of the realm of realisticness I want to leave with Mortal Kombat. The movie, at least. And maybe they already said it now that I think about it. I can't remember. I've seen the first reboot movie one time. And I don't know why I've never watched it again. I liked it, so maybe I'll check it out. I'm definitely going to have to check it out again. Uh-oh. If I beat him, I'm going to purposely die on Scorpion and go back to Katana, because I really like I said, I don't like doing this method. Even though this combo is pretty cool. But I can do combos like that with Katana that take away, I think, more damage. Nope. Yeah, I'll definitely die here. Or tell you what, I'll try to do all jump kicks. Just by chance, if I survive, we'll fight Jade, my least favorite character ever. I actually think... Oh, low kick. I'm sorry. And all low kicks? I can't even remember anymore. I don't think it's going to happen anyway. Let's try this. Will this work? Let's see. Throw me out of the corner. Thank you. Oh, you're gonna spam, huh? One thing I do hope that the Mortal Kombat 2 movie does, and I don't know if the first one did this at all, but if this is actually a good movie, I would really like it if, here we go. Oh, crap. I would really like it if it brought young kids to be interested in the games, these old games. I want them to suffer like we did and have to fight this ridiculous AI. But seriously, I would love it if these games came back in popularity. They are going to release the arcade collection, so these are all things that might line up perfectly to have these games be appreciated by a younger audience. Let's watch me get destroyed by the worst, most obnoxious player on the planet. What? Oh, I forgot that goes right through her. Oh, that's not cool. Does she do the jump kick? Well, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I forget she moves so fast. Whoa! Oh! I mean, I don't really regret not having kids, but I do think how cool it would be to have a kid and try to make them play Mortal Kombat and see how they do on these ridiculous, on these ridiculously difficult games. Oh, well, there you go. I don't know, I have friends that have kids, which is a weird statement now that I think about it, but you know, I only have friends that have kids. I don't have any younger brothers or sisters, so I don't have any like nieces and nephews or anything like that. Neither does my wife, so we're just kind of kidless around here, and we don't even know what to do with kids, so it's probably a good thing we never had any. But I would love to bring them into the old backyard arcade here and see... I'm dead. Wait, don't be negative. Oh, he's in it. And see how they do on these old arcade games. See if they can even handle the frustration. I can't believe I got that. The frustration on these games is crazy as a seasoned player. I mean, I'm not the best, obviously. Not the best Mortal Kombat player, but I've played this game since it came out. Why'd I do that? And I've learned to deal with the frustration in certain ways, but only because I have access to play it for free all the time. Whereas when I was a kid, I just thought that's how the game was, and I thought I wasn't very good at it. Turns out we all know now the game cheats, but there are ways around it, and ways where you don't have to fully cheat. Just got to develop a good strategy. Which, let's see how it pays off right here. Oh! Come on, Kentaro. Oh, I was going for a flawless. I shouldn't have done the roundhouse. I do hope Kentaro's in... I just had a thought. Why is Sonya in the movie? She's locked up back here. And I'm pretty sure I saw Kano. Is that right? You have to let me know in the comments. I've seen the trailer a couple times. And I assume that one guy is Kano. But yeah, I still don't remember seeing Kentaro. Maybe I missed him. First time I watched it was quickly in my vehicle today because I didn't have a lot of time. Oh, will I make it out of this? Probably. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Now let's see. Khan.
Feel the power of Shao Kahn.
If I flawless Khan, the movie's gonna win an Oscar. I'm calling it now. Oh boy, is it gonna win? And there we go. That's one flawless. It's definitely winning an Oscar for something. They can thank me later. All right, it's not gonna win Best Actor, that's for sure. Or Best Picture now, because I couldn't get a double flawless. Somewhere Carl Urban's watching this and upset now.
No.
Boom. It would be interesting to see how they deal with Khan's death. Will he turn to stone and blow up in a little turd-like box? I don't know. Well, so I wanted, like I said in the beginning, I wanted to do this a little bit differently than what I'm sure everyone else is doing. And I could have sat there and watched the trailer with you guys. You've probably seen the trailer 10 times by now. No hate on the guys that are doing that. I know a lot of the guys who are going to make videos about this. So I'm glad everyone's excited, or I'm assuming they're excited. I'm now going to go in and watch their reactions and see what they all think. But personally, I'm excited. I think it looks good. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments, so please let me know. Also, let me know if you have kids and have you tried to make them play these arcade games. Excuse me. And if they hated it or if they stuck with it. I would love to know genuinely. I gotta find, this sounds terrible, but I gotta find some kids to lure into my backyard arcade and put them to the test, and hopefully their parents wouldn't mind if I put them on YouTube. I would love to see the reaction to how difficult these games are, because I just don't think there's a single kid that I know of that has never enjoyed these or played these games who could actually beat these games without, I don't know, 40 credits? I mean, it could take a ridiculous amount of credits, but anyway, side note there, let me know in the comments if your kids are any good at Mortal Kombat, or at least what they thought about it. Thank you guys again for watching. Let me know if you're excited for Mortal Kombat. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be decent, at least. Let's say that. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.